Guys, welcome back to me and my shadow. I am not Timmy66. I am so glad that you decided to watch this video today. If you haven't yet, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I want to grow this channel to make it the best it can be, guys. So normally you would see me doing riding videos, but let me show you guys something. This is the leading edge of an ice storm. It's coming up to Texas. Remember, I don't know if I told you guys earlier or not, but we're expecting some pretty nasty weather tonight and tomorrow. Matter of fact, my kids' school is closed for the next 2 days in anticipation of it. I guess we're gonna get like a 1-2 punch. But I wanted to talk today to you guys a little bit about the Honda Shadow 750, in my case the American Classic Edition, and why I think it's not only just a great bike to have, but it's an awesome bike to learn on. So excuse the wind here and excuse my messy garage. Right now I have it hunkered up in the garage, and as you can see, I've got a battery tender on it right now, keeping that battery nice and alive. This is the side casing that goes down there. I had to take that off to get to that tender. I'm going to set it up a little bit different in the future to where I don't have to keep picking the sides off. But this is the motorcycle, guys. This is a 2003. It has, let me see if I can see the miles on it, 13,396 miles on it. And this bike is pretty darn special to me. It's special because I bought it from my father-in-law, and he bought it from somebody like in Louisiana or Kentucky or somewhere like that. But I just love this bike. It's not the greatest walk around, I know. Sorry about that. But I don't want to drag it out into this. It's, you can't tell on camera right now, but it's sleeting out. And I just don't want to drag it out in it. I'm just going to leave it garaged up. But I want to give you guys some reasons why I believe the Shadow 750 is not only an awesome bike to keep and tool around town on, but it's also a great beginner's bike. And these aren't going to be listed in any particular order or anything like that, but let me just list some ideas. Number one is the price. You can pick these bikes up relatively inexpensive. I think I've seen them for like $1,800 to, depending on the year you get and depending on the model you get, you can get them anywhere from $1,800 to $3, maybe $4 grand, which is, when you're starting out riding, that's a pretty it's a pretty reachable goal for most folks that are looking at getting a motorcycle. And you may say, well, I want something bigger, powerful, whatever. This bike is great for another reason, because it's very low to the ground. It's got a low center of gravity, and it's relatively light. It only weighs a little over 500 pounds. So that makes, for new riders especially, very, very easy to control. It's very easy to turn on, like take it to a parking lot and learn how to practice with it as far as turning it and being able to make maneuvers and learn how to balance the bike right. And I'm only 5'9½", and for short people and ladies, it really makes a lot of sense because you can put both feet down because it's so low centered to the ground. And I'll show you a little bit more about that when my weather improves. I want to get a video out and talk to you a little bit about it. The bike itself, I'm not real 100% like on the torque and stuff like that, but it's got enough power. It will get you going around town. You can get out on the interstate, even though I haven't gotten out on the interstate with it yet, but I know you can. There's numerous videos showing folks actually out on long hauls on these bikes. Would I recommend this bike for maybe a cross-country journey? Probably not so much. But for around town and just cruising the back roads and maybe, day trips and stuff like that, this bike will deliver. Another reason that it's so good is its reliability. Guys, Honda puts out an excellent product. I think they always have. There might have been some misses here or there, but the Honda Shadow has been a workhorse. And there's really nothing wrong with it. I mean, to be honest with you, I've had to change the tires on it. And I've had it for let's see, I got it back in 2007, I believe it was. So however many years that is. I've had to change the tires on it. I've had to change the oil, tighten the chain. It is chain driven. It's not shaft or belt driven. It's chain driven. The 2003 American Classic Edition is a chain driven bike. You know, I've done some things to it, like I'm looking at putting some bags on it for some additional storage, and maybe even a batwing fairing down the road a little bit. I used to ride with the windscreen right here off, and I got really used to that, but I ended up putting the windscreen back on because for motovlogging it blocks a lot of the wind noise, and it just makes it a little bit easier for me to film and for my audio to come through, which I hope I will be showing more of soon. It's just winter, and you know, winter's kind of hit or miss, even in Texas, for riding a bike, right? But the reliability of these bikes, if you don't know much about, you know, tearing a bike down or doing this or that to a bike, or, you know, boring out an engine or anything like that. And I've seen some really good modifications. I've seen these bikes turned into street bobs. I've seen them turned into all kinds of different iterations, and really cool freaking bikes, man. So you've got the affordability of the bike for someone that's just starting out. You've got the maneuverability of the bike. You've got the awesome low maintenance on the bike itself, as long as you take care of it and do the things you're supposed to do. Now, I will say the tires cost me, with install and buying the tires and everything, when everything was all said and done, it ran about $500, but that was two brand new pair of tires for it. Then I took it up to the dealership and had them go ahead and install it and do it properly. I probably could have done it myself, but not as mechanically inclined, right? So that is just some pluses right away. It's a safe motorcycle, as safe as motorcycles can be anyway, because it's not going to have so much power that when you twist on that throttle, it's going to feel like it's trying to throw you off the bike. Now, obviously, anybody can pop the clutch or dump the clutch and be irresponsible with the bike. But for the most part, guys, it's solid. It's got enough power to get you going. You can ride 2-up. My wife and I ride 2-up on this all the time. You can ride very easily 2-up. It has adjustable suspension in the back. And, you know, it's got all the bells and whistles that you'll need in a starter bike. Am I ever going to get rid of this bike? No. This bike is going to stay in my possession until I can't ride anymore, and then it's going to go to one of my kids, because it's kind of a family heirloom. You know, it's one of the things my father-in-law passed several years ago, and it's one of the few things that my wife and I have from him. Now, we did purchase it. I purchased it along with a bike trailer. The bike trailer will actually hold 3 motorcycles. It's got 3 channels in it. And I purchased the motorcycle itself and the trailer all for $3,000. And I made payments to him because he's my father-in-law, you know, so there's no interest on it or anything. He let me actually have the bike in the trailer, and I just made payments to him, which was really nice of him to do. So it took me a little while to get it paid off, but I think I paid him $250 a month, $300 a month until I got it paid off. So it didn't take that long. And I've thoroughly enjoyed this motorcycle. It's been a safe, fun ride. My daughter, who's 15 years of age, I'm teaching her how to ride on it. I've had her walk it in, you know, first gear in a parking lot and get used to the balance of it. And at 15 years old, she's able to hold the weight really well because she can put both of her feet down. Now, I also recommend anybody that's going to be a new rider go through a motorcycle safety course and get your endorsement. I didn't do that for the longest time. I've been riding for quite some time, but my wife finally convinced me to do it. It's easier on the insurance, and on top of that, they really do teach you some good quality stuff that you need to know when you're out there riding. It's basically avoiding the other cars and knowing how to make yourself visible and things like that. But this bike has been a perfect learning tool for me. Even though I don't really have to learn anymore, I still love riding the bike. There's nothing wrong with getting on that motorcycle and taking a nice long drive through the country, taking a nice long drive around the neighborhoods and on the highways. And, you know, I don't get on the interstate. As you know, that's my nemesis, but we'll be doing that soon enough. So yeah, I just want to kind of chime in and give you guys my 2 cents on why the Honda Shadow 750 American Classic Edition is a smart buy. I know there's other bikes out there that are great bikes made by Honda, Harley, Suzuki, Yamaha, and if you guys got comments on that, please let me know. I mean, let's open up a discussion on this. But I'm just, and I'm not saying that the Honda Shadow is the end all be all of everything, that there isn't other bikes that would be good starter bikes as well. The Rebel 500 comes to mind. The Rebel 1100 really comes to mind, to be honest with you. But 1100 might be a little bit much for a starter bike. Might be. Just depends on who you are and kind of how natural you are on it. So yeah, that's all I got for today. I'm going to hunker down and enjoy this ice storm that's coming. Kids are going to be off school the next couple of days. And then we're going to warm up, and hopefully I can get back out there and do some riding for you guys. And we'll come up with some other topics. Leave a comment below if you got any questions. If you agree with me or you disagree with me, that's fine. Just let me know. Just leave it, make it respectful. That's all I ask. And if you like this content, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I only got 4 subscribers, just started the channel. And if you're bored with this, but you want to see me do some work, head over to my other channel, Not Timmy 66. It's been out for just about a year now, and I got quite a community on there as well. So feel free to check out my other channel as well, but subscribe to this one if you like motorcycles, you like all things motorcycles, and again, not brand specific at all, just enjoying the ride, the wind therapy, right? Everybody please take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful day out there. Please be safe when you're out riding. And no matter what you do in life, guys, always make it count. And as I always say, let's get it.